All right, everyone, we have made it to the light at the end of the tunnel. We are finally on episode 6 of season 1, the season finale, and I am ready. So, let's talk about last episode. It's only right to start off with Ada, since after everything that happened with her baby and Freddy. So, the baby is okay. Awesome. I was worried at first because of the fact that everything was going so well. I didn't know if something was going to happen to Ada, if something was going to happen to the baby. However, something did happen. Freddy was taken, and it didn't really go well. That's an understatement. But as for how this is affecting Ada, she is completely just closing herself off and spending time with her baby. However, even so, she's not in a good headspace, and honestly, her coping mechanisms are non-existent. I mean, I guess you could call just closing yourself off a coping mechanism, but that's that. I don't think she wants anything to do with her family because she thinks that someone was involved. More specifically, she probably thinks that Thomas was involved. And with Thomas being involved, she probably also thinks that Aunt Polly has something to do with it. Yeah, so when Aunt Paul actually tried to go to her house and, give her food and everything like that, she just didn't answer the door. Even though Aunt Paul could, as clear as day hear the baby crying, and she even tells Ada, hey, I can hear your baby crying, doesn't tend to itself, that kind of thing, to try to get a response out of her, whatever kind of response, she could successfully get from her. However, it didn't work. Next up, a couple more men from the IRA come back, and it turns out apparently the person that was killed, that Grace killed, is their cousin. So I think his name was like Ryan or something. But anyways, Ryan is dead, and of course they are blaming the Peaky Blinders, because who would expect the barmaid, right? Who would expect a woman to get away and be working so conveniently close to where they were previously, you know what I mean? But it doesn't end there. He also tells Thomas that he knows he has the guns because of the fact that Danny, while he was drunk, he told them that they come across a lot of guns. So negotiations start to happen, and once Thomas starts to get threats, he offers to sell the guns over to, I don't remember his name, I think it's like Burn or something. He decides to sell the guns over to Burn. So now they're going to be meeting later, and we'll talk about that in a second. Someone else came, and I didn't expect it at first, but the Arthur Sr., aka, the Shelby's father, is home. After 10 years, he decides to come back for one final scam and, to pay off his women. And of course, so Thomas isn't falling for his dad's, return as being a good thing. Arthur does, and he ends up getting scammed 500 pounds of the Peaky Blinders' money. So that happened. He then falls into a deep depression and tries to commit suicide. However, he fails once the rope breaks, and yeah. Oh my god, I just skipped over one huge ass key element. And that's the fact that the IRA guys that was talking with Thomas earlier are both dead now. So basically, Thomas got Grace to hide because they don't count the barmaid as someone to worry about, and he gives her a gun, and she actually ends up ruining their negotiation by killing one of the men, and Thomas ends up having to kill Burn. Obviously, now Grace has killed 2 people that we know of, and it is getting hectic. Things aren't going as they planned. And once Grace gives Campbell a suitable amount of information to go off of to find the guns, their mission is over. However, Grace tries to bargain with Campbell and tries to say, take the guns, whatever you need. However, you cannot have Thomas. And this is where it's clear to Campbell that Grace has fallen for Thomas. However, Campbell also loves Grace. So now he thinks Thomas is in the way of Grace's happiness, and that's why she doesn't want to be with him. However, it's just the fact that she likes Thomas more, and he's not very attractive at all to begin with. But wow, I am happy. I am ready. Let's stop talking and let's get straight into episode 6, the season finale. All right, for the Patreon people, we are getting started in 3, 2, 1. Oh, is this the suit maker? Oh, here's Campbell. Oh, he's hiding from him.
Service? Police!
Playing the police card. Oh boy.
Inspector Campbell, sir. Any trouble, sir?
Several of my officers that people come here, that men come here for a certain purpose.
Let's wait. I'm not. We'll talk about that later if it becomes important.
We're doing it today.
Guns are going. You gotta start. You gotta get to work. Let's see what happens. She's not pretty anymore, you know. Get it while you can, you know what I mean? Oh, it's John. Don't make another kid.
John, get dressed. We're doing it today.
As a matter of fact, he's doing me today.
Make sure he's done you by 9.
Watch John, because he has so many depending on him.
That is true.
Watch Arthur, because he's as likely to hurt himself as anyone else. Used to do that every morning during the war. Hoped I'd done it for the last time.
Today will be the last time, Paul. Family meeting, after 10.
Okay, let everything go well, please. We need a big win here. We've got to get one. Do not let this Campbell guy fucking win. He's really there for
I'm sorry
that.
I kept you. It is so early. Mr. John said that you're a special customer.
He's like a masochist or something.
Do you want to sit?
I do not trust this guy. She seems so sweet too. I hope he doesn't like
So tight.
get angry and try to kill her or something. Why is she still reporting to like I don't know why she's actually going back there if you know their understanding is their mission is done. Does she actually think he's gonna be there still?
Oh,
Shut the fuck up.
I know exactly what you did. That I know you gave yourself to the man who is our sworn enemy. For what?
Love.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Did I do that?
It's okay. You're a special customer.
Oh my lord. It's pent up rage and it shows.
You want to hear something funny?
Campbell was just here. Oh, he's still there. I thought they like skipped ahead a little bit.
I have a meeting with Mr. Winston Churchill at midday, and no doubt he intends to congratulate me on finding those stolen guns.
Oh, you got lucky.
Did I? Enjoy your day.
He has something planned. I don't know what he has up his sleeve right now, but God, she looks like Kristen Stewart. I just realized that. Maybe it was just that shot.
Because he can't smell the milk. Man would tedders for the tit.
You never talk about them.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Without reason to.
She's really tight-lipped about almost everything about her past.
They were 3 and 5 years old. It was Sunday morning. I was at church. This pinch-faced bitch said to me, "You're not forgiven." She'd side-washed and hung on the line, had the name of the hotel in them. They'd been stolen in a robbery, and they said some porter at the hotel been coshed. They took my children from me.
Oh my God.
They never told me where they took them.
I don't know what I thought happened to her children.
Because I want you to forgive him.
How can I when my Freddie's rotting in jail because of him?
There's something about today you need to know.
Okay, tell us. Oh no. Oh, they're keeping us on. They're gonna just hang this over us and not tell us until it finally happens. I feel like.
If I go to Brixton, it'll kill me.
Freddie, not gonna get as far as Brixton Prison.
Please go on his side. He's being cryptic.
God!
God.
As I recall, he wrote to me several times about an undercover operative, a woman. Does she deserve some kind of commendation?
Don't say. Oh, is he gonna say yes? He's gonna reveal who she is. Spite.
Yes. She was instrumental.
He might not have the muscle, but I will admit he is crafty and as fuck.
We're going to the Worcester races. Now, Kimber thinks we're going there to help him fight the Lee brothers. But thanks to the efforts of our John and his lovely new wife, Esme, the Lees and now our
On
kin.
your side, yeah.
I interrupted those efforts this morning, and John is making great sacrifices in the cause of peace.
Yeah, all right. What about Kimber himself?
That's awesome. Yeah.
I'll deal with Kimber.
Oh, does anyone object if I bring a newcomer to the meeting?
Yay.
Welcome on.
You're not the youngest anymore, Finn.
We named him Carl,
Carl.
after Karl Marx.
He looks just like me, look.
This is too happy. Oh, something bad's gonna happen. I need to mentally prepare myself.
Am I forgiven?
And emotionally
If what
prepare
Aunt
myself.
Polly says is true, you are.
Yay. Okay, good. Good, they were able to make up. However,
Are you?
okay,
Someone who wants to keep his eyes.
Freddy.
They came to my house. Told me to volunteer for this.
Who did?
Peaky Blinders.
Good job.
Tommy.
They know how to work a season finale, let me tell you. I just hope everything goes as planned, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna be that easy, especially since Kimber's a wild card. Oh my God! Hey, Danny. Remember, they said one gun was missing. Danny has it.
Holy shit. Danny, you're dead. Nah, I've been living in London.
All right, Freddy is free.
And a chaser, no more, on the house.
So far, so good, Tommy.
Next family meeting. I'll make sure you're there.
Oh,
If I were family,
I could change.
married.
Tommy,
We'll talk about it more when I get back, right?
the Barony's changing.
Uh-oh, she's feeling guilt.
Go ahead.
Tell him before somebody else tells him.
Just help yourselves.
Just tell him. Okay.
When you come back from the races, I won't be here.
But I'm turning things around. And when I get back here tonight, I will have
Oh,
one
man.
of the biggest legal racetrack syndicates in the country.
He's trying to
Maybe open a
change for
club.
real, man.
Like in London. We know each other. We can talk.
Oh, man.
The same.
Oh,
I have done something terrible to you.
is he okay? I'm scared now.
Just heard there's 2 vans driving up the Stratford Road. An old corporal of mine said he recognised some of the men. He said it's the Kimber boys.
Oh, man.
Ada,
I am stressed.
You and the baby. Get into the bull ring where there's lots of people. Someone lets slip. Kimber's men are on their way here. It's just us. All the leads are on the way to Worcester. We're outnumbered.
But who else knew today was the day you were moving on, Kimber? I mean, you said you kept it a secret. Who else did you tell?
Oh, no.
Was that barmaid?
No.
I'll deal with Grace.
Mm,
If you set eyes on her again, you might kill her.
we were so close, y'all. We were so close.
See, normally I can tell about a person, but with you,
Look, the fighting's about to begin. We should get out of here.
we know who you are. Tommy knows as well. Turned out
Oh,
that coppers could
shit.
have told him this morning, but I wanted to hear it from your own lips.
I am an agent of the Crown.
Like I say, instinct's a funny thing. You fell for Tommy for real, didn't you?
I'm so nervous.
Did you fall for Tommy?
Sure did.
It's too soft.
Soft?
Soft. Like you. You saved his life the night the coppers came. We owe you.
Is she really gonna help her though? I feel like.
What was he like?
Let's just wait.
He wanted to work with horses. You know, after all this is over, he might forgive you. I will never forgive you or accept you. And it's me who runs the business of the heart in this family.
Ooh-wee.
And if you're not gone from this city by tomorrow, I'll kill you myself.
Now I wonder what she's going to tell
Now go.
Thomas. Oh my God, I'm like I can barely breathe right now. I'm really. We were so close, so close. I feel like Tommy is gonna try and find her though. There's no way that she's gone for good, or she might try to make things right and stop. I don't know.
Because it was the police who told Kimber about the plan. All right, men. Things have changed. We fight them here, today, alone. Now they're going to come for the pub. How many are there? Jeremiah said 2 Riley vans. So I reckon we're outnumbered 3-1.
Man.
We've had a report of a large group of men in vehicles heading towards the city. We think a gang fight's about
Does
to
Campbell
break
have
out.
any connection with Kimball? I mean, with Kimber?
Let the beasts devour each other.
Was he behind this?
And then we shall pick the bones.
No way, right?
You're not accustomed to not getting what you want, are you, Tommy? You wanted my pub, and you took it.
You got a fair price.
What I got was an ultimatum.
Yeah, I didn't think about it from his point of view. I forgot that this was his pub first.
It's funny. You're bad men, but you're our bad men.
I don't think this is going to be how they end her character, though. I feel like Grace is going to come back somehow during this finale.
A 1 minute. A soldier's minute. Then a battle, that's all.
I'm guessing Finn was the one looking out.
1 minute of everything at once. And anything before is nothing.
Oh my god.
Everything after. Nothing in comparison. In that 1 minute.
Didn't you get enough minutes over there?
Seems not, doesn't it?
Finn?
Tommy the head.
Yep, I knew it. They got here fast. I didn't think they were going to get here until, like, you know, the very end, and then the last probably like 10-15 minutes is going to be the fight. So this might be a long altercation. Ugh, the shot. Only 8 of them, man.
More guns and no balls, right, Billy boy?
I'm so, oh god. Just don't kill my boy John. Don't kill any of them, honestly. Ugh.
So what do we do now?
Like when you're out in the open like that, how do you know, like how do you ensure you win? There's no cover for them, and they're completely outnumbered. It's just a standoff, an uneven standoff.
The men that have arrived in Garrison Lane are armed with rifles.
Their methods of self-destruction are not my concern.
Well, we've also had a report of machine gun fire in Salt Lee. We only found 24 of those 25 Lewis guns. If they were to get to use one...
Danny's not there yet, so maybe he'll turn the tide on him.
I am looking directly at the events of the day, and I like what I see.
So he's going to most likely let them fight and then clean up whoever's left.
We have to use guns. Let's use proper guns.
Ooh, I knew it! Freddie and Danny.
Thorne, reporting for duty, sir.
He can mow you down with that. Are they gonna do it?
Move.
Ada, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I've got brothers and a husband here, but you've all got somebody waiting for you.
Oh God, I'm nervous.
I want you to look at me. Who'll be wearing black for you?
This is,
Think about them.
is this gonna work?
Think about them right now.
Is this gonna work?
He's right, you know. It should just be them who's caused it.
Oh, Danny. That's Kimber dead. Are they gonna listen to him?
Kimber and me fought this battle one-on-one. It's over. Go home to your families.
Is this gonna work? Please? Okay, I'm fine with this. You know, unfortunately, Danny is collateral here, but it could have been much, much, much worse. Oh. You did good work, Danny. Oh, man. He gonna be mad because they didn't fight. Oh! She gonna try to end it with him?
I want to ask you one question. Tommy knows who I am. What did you say to him?
That his heart would be broken before the day was over. So it seems you've broken 2 hearts, Grace.
Right, deep breath.
Oh my God! And Danny. Oh. Oh my God, even Finn is there. I didn't think that they were gonna let him see it. I mean, he's part of the family, so he probably has to get used to stuff like this, but...
Said only whisper. Come on.
I am not good at deaths and funerals on shows, apparently. Still.
Mr. William Kimber has been found dead. A gunshot wound. So I'm guessing that means Peaky Blinders won.
Pissed.
Also, the communist agitator Freddie Thorne was taken from his transport by armed men. Since there were no officers on the street at the time, following your orders, he managed to escape easily and is now at large.
Oh, God.
Peaky Blinders as well, sir. Some things never change.
What are you gonna do about it, Campbell?
Hey, sir.
They'll be limited. Oh man. Ooh, Tommy. Is Campbell coming next? Or is this how we're gonna end it? Churchill?
Could you put me through to Mr. Churchill, please? Sir, I have made a decision
He's gonna stay here.
about my future.
Oh, he's not going back. He's gonna stay there. Make it his sole purpose to take down the Peaky Blinders. Oh shit.
Everyone's leaving town.
Tell me you're hurt.
I'm fine.
I love you.
He doesn't believe her.
There it goes. We can say it as much as we like, but there's no chance.
I'll be in London 1 week. This address. Finish your business here and join me. I have an idea.
She's a smart girl. Oh, but he might go back to Polly and tell her that Grace isn't leaving just yet.
Today was a good day.
Shelby Brothers
Hey, we
Limited
gotta win.
are now the third largest legal racetrack operation in the country.
He's just exhausted. Yeah. Oh man, that hurts.
Dear Grace, without a secretary, I write my own letters. I learnt long ago to hate my enemies, but I've never loved one before.
Oh my god. It's not coming.
Before the war, when I had an important decision to make, I used to flip a coin. Perhaps that is what I will do again. Polly tells me you fell in love for real, and Polly is never wrong about matters of the art.
Oh. Oh my god, who's after her?
I will give you my decision within 3 days. I will my love, Thomas Shelby.
Who's there? Oh. God, man. All right. I am very conflicted. So, television. Let me tell you. Okay, so first things first. As far as first seasons are concerned, this was near perfect to me. I feel like, as far as fleshing out your characters, setting clear motives, everything like that, developing your character so then you do care about whoever's on screen. That's a very difficult thing to do. And, there's so many things about this show that I can appreciate. And I think the one big thing I want to mention here, especially since he was, the final decider of, how this season was going to end, Campbell, he was a good ass antagonist. Yes, I still do think that he's a pussy. I still do think that he's not this strong, underlying character that can make a difference anywhere. I believe that he's just one of the biggest cowards of this series aside from fucking Kimber, but he's dead, so rest in peace. But Campbell is, obviously Campbell has issues, like serious issues right now. The fact that he decided to take it out on Grace, I knew that was going to happen. I just didn't know when. I first thought that that he was going to take the more quote unquote civil approach and just lightly push her name out there to show that she was actually a part of the operation, to put this divide between Thomas and Grace. However, I was wrong. Though yes, she will be commended and stuff like that from Churchill, but how did he go from that decision to deciding to kill her so fast? I think only a span of a night went by. Am I correct? But it's sad. Obviously Grace made her decisions, and she didn't have to go through with any of this if she didn't want to. She, could have gotten out at any time before actually going this deep into the operation that she couldn't turn back. But even so, I don't blame her for, finding love. I don't blame her for trying to make things right with Thomas and trying to get him out unscathed, because she tried to talk to Detective Campbell. However, as we saw, he took it as Thomas is the obstacle that's keeping me from Grace. And that whole relationship was weird to me anyways, because he was a family friend of her parents. So that was like a very strange dynamic that didn't really sit right with me, honestly. Obviously that didn't ruin the story for me or anything like that. People need motives. That's what pushes a character along. If there's no motives, then your story is only as good as the action you put into it then, because obviously a character's philosophy, it doesn't matter. But in this case, it does matter. There is a story that needs to be pushed, and they decided to do it in terms of making Grace Campbell's love interest, and it came at the expense of his sanity. That's the nicest way I'm going to say it, is this man is fucking insane. I think we already knew that, especially, just seeing him casually talked over a dead man who he whipped just to get information on where Freddy was. I think what episode was that? Episode 4? Yeah, I mean, we always knew that he was ruthless. So good job, the showrunners, for creating an actually really decent antagonist. Because I do not like this character, and I think, antagonists, they are really hard to pull off, but if you pull them off good, you will loathe that character. You will want to wish death on that character so hard, and I got that feeling a lot. No, I don't think he's this big bad, this big invincible bad that he thinks he is, obviously. But under the right circumstances, he's a really good antagonist, and he's found his circumstances. He thinks very carefully, he covers his tracks, and he's doing what he is doing because he knows he can get away with it. Yeah, that's all I have to say about Campbell. But let's talk about Tommy for a second. Tommy was so close. When we first met him, obviously he was alone. He didn't really have anyone but his brothers and his business that he wanted to make legitimate. That's it. He didn't have anything else. He was just seen as the provider to me. And he began to transform into this character that was actually a really decent person around the right people. Obviously Tommy he's a difficult character. He's really, really complex, and when it comes to how he makes his decisions, they're very rash, and they're very fast, and they're very aggressive. There's a lot to say about Tommy. He's not perfect, and I'm glad that they decided to not make him this perfect being who makes all the right decisions. His decisions had consequences. His decisions got, hurt his community. His decisions got people killed. It's everything. Like his decisions put him in 2 wars, one against the Lees and one against Kimber. And all of these things, they just pile on, and he found this one person that kept him grounded, and that one person ended up being the person who was working against him. So I feel really bad for Tommy, just because he was so close to finding the love of his life. And even after all that, even after figuring out who she was, he still wanted to make the decision of being with her. He flipped a coin just to see whether or not he wanted to go through with still loving Grace or finding someone else, going to New York to figure out what life has in store for him elsewhere. There are a lot of things that could have happened, at the expense of a coin toss. But no matter what it is now, Grace is most probably dead. There is a chance that Campbell actually did end up killing Grace. Could he have second thoughts and shot, in the air, or angrily shot at a window or at the ground or something like that? Yes. Because at the end of the day, he still loves her. And I think what his mindset is, if I can't have her, nobody can. But when the trigger is pointing at, the love of his life, is he actually going to be able to take her life? That is what we are going to figure out, hopefully at the start of season 1. At the start of season 2. But y'all, this was a great show. I'm so glad I watched it. Thank you to everyone that actually recommended it to me. This is only just the beginning. That is crazy. But I'm happy. This was a great season 1. This was a great season finale. I just want to know how this is going to proceed. Like, where does the story go from here? But Of course, if you guys want to check out any of the early access episodes, so we're probably going to be episodes ahead from when you're seeing this on YouTube. So feel free to check out my Patreon to see exactly how far ahead we are. And if you want to actually support me more, of course. If not, I'll still be here on YouTube. I'll give you the episode as soon as it's time. But thanks for taking this journey with me. Season 1 done, 4 more to go. Almost 5 when season 6 gets here soon, apparently. So I gotta catch up. But you guys have a great rest of your day/night, and I will see you next time in the next video. Subscribe.